What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of TSR Live. Thank you guys very, very much for tuning in today. Make sure you hit your like button on the way in and on the way out. We've got 10 people watching thus far. Hopefully that number improves. Got a great got a great show, rather, in store for you guys today. Of course, we are going to react to Larry Reid and his regrettable take on what the so-called black community should do because of the Karmelo Anthony conviction and subsequent sentencing. I mean, listen, man, Kevin Samuels, you can't make this up. You really, really can't. Judge John Roach Jr. Has also spoken out. He did an interview. Shout out to Phoenix Light Games. Shout out to Phoenix Light Games for making me aware of that. We will certainly look at that. We're also going to go over a few other black fatigue videos. We're going to see people continuing to crash out over the Karmelo Anthony verdict, and if there's time, we'll finish. We're going to finish the Jeff Metcalf video. He's already done his rant. We reacted to his rant yesterday, and he was in the middle of. When we left off, he was answering questions, which is freaking wonderful. I really, really, really want to know. I really want to know what those questions are and how he answered them, because I think it's pretty clear, just given what we saw yesterday, that Jeff Metcalf is not pulling any punches. He is being 100% honest. He is absolutely keeping it 100 in terms of letting everyone know what he thinks of what is happening. He acknowledged that black fatigue is real. He's probably a racist. He's probably now a racist, which I certainly don't blame him for. We talked about that yesterday. We'll get into that a little bit. So we've got a great show in store for you guys today. But first, we're gonna take a look at a video. I actually saw this video on Instagram the first time, and apparently this woman is going to arm her 10-year-old son to get this, protect her son from white people.
I have a black son. He's 10 years old, and we live in a cruel world this day and time. The world has always been cruel, but today even more. It was self-defense. It was fuck around and find out. Nope. You fucked with the right person and you found out.
Yeah, that's real cute. See, isn't it funny how these monkeys continue to try to extrapolate some sort of victory? Well, he fucked around and found out. Who fucked around and found out? Austin Metcalf? No. It wasn't Austin Metcalf who fucked around and found out. No. Karmelo Anthony fucked around and found out. His ass is going to be in prison for at least the next 17 and a half years. And I got to tell you, I'd rather be dead than to spend 17 years in prison. And like I said, you guys saw my video prediction yesterday. I think he's going to snuff himself out in 6 months or less. Unless somebody cares enough about Karmelo Anthony for real to go down there and mentor him on a daily basis, he's going to rub himself out in 6 months or less.
Sorry it had to be that way. You should have never fucked with that little boy. And like I said, I have a 10-year-old son, and he goes outside, but I make sure he always has something on him to protect him, whether it's his cell phone, a sock.
His cell phone.
The batteries, whatever.
Saka batteries. What is he, a crackhead? Like, does she have a 10-year-old crackhead? Like a Saka batteries? The fuck are we doing?
I give him for protection. to protect himself, because he should be
Himself, not his self.
able to go outside and play like a normal kid without some little Billy, Bob, or Jimmy.
Okay, Billy, Bob, or Jimmy are not going to fuck with your son. What you, who you need to worry about is Jamarcus, Daquan, and Laquan Travius. You ain't got to worry about Billy, Bob, and Brad. No, Billy, Bob, and Brad ain't fucking with your son. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. You got to worry about your neighbor. You got to worry about those snot-nosed niggas outside running around. That's what you got to worry about.
Coming to fuck with him. Y'all got to teach y'all kids to stop messing with people just because of privilege. Because
oh my God, did this bitch really say privilege? Yo, there is no white. Like, you want to know what privilege is? You want to know what privilege is? Privilege is being able to not work and still have all of your basic necessities met and more. That's what privilege is. Privilege is being able to not work and get free housing, free food, free healthcare, basically free money. That's what privilege is, okay? Privilege is being able to commit crimes and not be held accountable. That's what privilege is. And finally, one of those privileges has been taken away. And this is why the so-called black community, this is why they're crashing out. It's the so-called black community that has the privilege. Privilege is being able to spew racial epithets all the time, every time, and never suffer repercussions. We got white people getting fired from jobs all the time for saying the N-word. I remember when the Villanova Wildcats won the NCAA tournament back in 2016. One of their players, Dante DiVincenzo, they wanted to cancel him because they found a tweet of him saying the word nigga over a rap song. And Dante DiVincenzo is blacker than me. If we want to keep it real, that's what privilege is. Privilege is being able to be openly racist with no repercussions. Privilege is being able to stab an innocent girl on the train, tell everyone why you did it, and still get away with it. Privilege is being arrested 14 times for violent crimes and still being able to walk the street. Privilege is being able to murder someone on the street, claim it was racism, and then they arrest the person that's bleeding out to death. That's what privilege is. These niggas have had privilege forever. They've had privilege forever. And now that one of their privileges, being able to commit crimes against non-black people and get away with it, that's why they're crashing out. Ay, ay, ay.
now, dude ain't even here no more. But that's his own fault.
That's his own fault. Look at that. See, dude ain't even here anymore, and that's his own fault. I swear to God, man. I swear to God. Dude, these niggas, man, I'm gonna tell you what. Like, niggas like this, and let's be clear, this is a nigga. Niggas like this need to be deported. Listen, niggas like this, I don't even, I don't even want to deport them. I want to make a nigga reservation. Wakandaville. That's what we need to do. Within the 48 contiguous United States, and listen, my suggestion was the Amazon yesterday, right? But I don't think Brazil is gonna, give us, 1,000 square miles, something like that. They're not gonna give us that. So it's gonna have to be, Wakandaville is gonna have to be here in the contiguous United States. And I say we put Wakandaville right smack dab in the middle of the country, just a big ass wall. Just throw them all in there and let the chips fall where they may. That way they can't swim nowhere. I mean, niggas can't swim anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? Wakandaville. Ay, 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 ay. Again, guys, we have a fantastic, fantastic show in store for you guys today. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very, very much for tuning in. TSR Live starts right now.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 1249th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity. misogyny, small dick energy, and black fatigue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, this nigga did not add black fatigue
No, the fuck
to
you
the list.
didn't.
Yes, the fuck I did, bitch. Black fatigue in this bitch.
Booty.
Is what your ass smell like. All right, we are streaming live as usual across multiple platforms, so however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharp Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Quick announcements before we get started. Guys, make sure you like the video. It is the most important metric that YouTube uses to determine this video's place in the algorithm. And shout out to you guys, man. You guys have really been doing a good job. You guys have been really doing a good job. All my numbers are up. My shorts numbers are up, my clips numbers are up, my subscribers are up. Just crossed 172,000 subscribers thanks to you guys. So thank you guys for hitting that like button, but the job isn't done. You got to continue hitting that like button. Also, if you regularly like the live stream, okay, you are far more likely to get push notifications when I do go live. So if you want to help the show and make sure you get notifications when I start a live stream, hitting that like button will help immensely. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell for good measure. Ken Rose with the $5 super chat. Welcome back, Ken Rose. It has been quite a while, my friend. It has been quite a while, my friend. Nain Rouge is also in the house. We got some people coming back round. Love it, love it. Nain Rouge also says make Wakandaville in former colony Liberia. Yeah, we're gonna get into Liberia. We're gonna get into Liberia. Don't even trip.
You stupid.
Also, make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Already did that. Sorry. Make sure you share the video. Share this video with anyone who pees standing up. Well, I guess not just pees standing up. Listen, imagine your brother, your buddy, your coworker, your dad, or even your Hotep friend who is a fake-ass pro-black thanking you for changing the very trajectory of his life because you shared a video, a short, or a clip. And remember, guys, there is no need to accompany the sharing of any of my videos with some sort of long explanation as to why they should or need to watch it. Just drop the link, and if they have any questions, you can answer them then. But this is the way to get the word out. Okay, no paragraphs of text. Okay, none of this, hey, you need to watch this, bro, it's the Red Pill Truth, bro. None of that stuff.
Nope.
All right? Simply drop the link and let the chips fall where they may. Also, be sure to join my Discord. We have a ton of fun over there, even though I absolutely suck. I suck ass at Discord, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better at it. I suck, but we still have fun. We drop videos. We talk about dating, relationships. We share funny videos, memes. We talk about current events. We talk about everything. Now, Discord is definitely the platform that you need to join us on, if you want to communicate with the family on a regular basis. So, if you have any videos to share, any ideas to bounce off me and the guys, or if you're just looking for a community of like-minded men, join our Discord, link in the description and in the chat. And I'm told that this Discord link is no longer working. Let me see. Discord.com. Oh yeah, it's an invalid. Hey, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. And this is how bad I suck at Discord. I never know what the Discord link is, guys. I never know what the hell it is. I don't know how to keep it current. This is how bad I suck at Discord. But listen, link in description, maybe. I don't know. If you like the content, if you get something out of my videos, if you learn from my live streams, if you are entertained, shoot your boy Cash App. This way you support the show directly. Just go to $Donovan Sharp, $Donovan Sharp on the Cash App, or you can scan the QR code on the screen if you're watching on the big screen. Now, you will see my legal name, which, of course, is Edwin Hopkins, but I can assure you that is me, Donovan Sharp. Also, keep in mind that every Cash App over the amount of $10 gets one of these bad boys. So make sure you shoot your boy a Cash App if you are so inclined. Guys, make sure you follow me all over social media. I am on Instagram, I am on Facebook, I am on X, I'm on Snapchat, and I am still on TikTok. Now, I post different kinds of content on different social media pages. I'm not one of these creators who just posts everything on everything. And the reason I don't do that anymore is because if you've done this as long as I have, and have been on and off of these platforms for as long as I have, you know that different types of content do better on different platforms. And it really just kind of depends on the creator, right? So my long form content obviously is reserved for Rumble and YouTube. My shorts and clips, usually go on Instagram, Facebook, and occasionally X, as well as TikTok. So make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media pages if you give a damn about anything else I have to say. I mean, you don't really have to, but you can if you want to. Make sure you also follow me on Rumble. Rumble is where I do all of my not safe for YouTube content, like my dating show breakdowns, my movie breakdowns, my sports watch-alongs, and so forth. Rumble is where I stream my premium Patreon content, so if you want to join the fun, get educated, and watch my most impactful content live, and most of all free, follow me on rumble.com/Donovan Sharp. The link is in the chat. Last but not least, if you want the best dating wisdom on the net, head over to datingwisdom.net. There you will find all of my books and courses, from my 5-part, 7-hour audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up, to my 25-hour course on dating and relationships, to my signature series, Womanese 101. You will find quite literally everything you need to dominate the dating market here in the 2020s. So go to datingwisdom.net, datingwisdom.net, if you are looking for real-world, actionable advice as well as step-by-step guidance in terms of how to navigate today's dating and relationship landscape. Okay, it is time to do our daily age and location check. So if you guys would put your age and location in the chat, myself and everyone would appreciate it. So for example, I would type in 48/Reno, just like you see it on the screen. Now the reason we do this is because if you are here, there is a better than average chance that you think the way we do here at TSR Towers. But you also understand how difficult it is to meet like-minded people who actually admit that they're like-minded, who share our beliefs. Well, by putting your age and location in the chat, you alert people here who might live in your proximity that you are also watching. You never know, someone could be watching from your city, your neighborhood, your street, your block, maybe even in your own building. So this particular check is how we build communities of like-minded people. So put your age and location in the chat if you are interested in building relationships with people who think the way we do. Okay, that is it for the announcements, but as you guys know, it is Friday, which means I'm going to give you my 3 unbreakable rules. My 3 unbreakable Friday night rules for those of you who are still out here in these streets, running game on these hoes, building harems, and chasing ass. Rule number 1, do not smash hurrah. Wrap your dingling. Use a condom, you idiot. Rule number 2, don't drink and drive. Call an Uber, okay? Rule number 3, send her that morning after text. Actually, not morning after text. Send her that text and tell her how much you enjoyed hanging out with her right after she leaves your place or right after you leave her place. Do not wait until the next morning. No, do not wait until the next morning, gentlemen. Okay? The reason I give you guys these 3 weekend rules is because when you chase women, there are quite a few pitfalls that can turn your life completely upside down if you are not aware of them and do not plan accordingly. But there are 3 pitfalls in particular that will almost instantly destroy your life, not to mention setting you back financially, which can severely handicap your progress and eventual success. Now, the first one's obvious, right? Knocking up a bitch who belongs to the streets, right? The second one is a DUI, and the third, of course, is the most detrimental, the false rape accusation. Now, most of us have heard the old proverb, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in most cases, that is absolutely true, but given the dating climate here in 2026, an ounce of prevention is worth a hell of a lot more than that. Well, how much more? How about 18 years of child support, at least 5 figures in attorney's fees, not to mention having your driver license suspended, which could cost you more money, and being dragged into court on a false rape accusation where you will most assuredly be presumed guilty till proven innocent. All of that is probably worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000. That is $250,000, gentlemen. You have to ask yourselves. You got to ask yourselves this, guys. Okay? Ask yourselves these questions, okay? Is 18 years of child support really worth blasting your load in her because sex feels better without a condom? Is losing your license and having to pay attorney's fees into the tens of thousands of dollars worth driving drunk? Is having your name, reputation, and career completely destroyed worth being too lazy to send whatever the fuck her name was a short text to establish consent? Now, I'd like to think I know the answer to all of those questions, but we see and hear stories all the time, every day, about men who get caught up in these impossible situations because they did not protect themselves and use common sense when dealing with modern women. If you wrap your ding-a-ling, then put hot sauce in the condom before you flush it down the toilet, you've got nothing to worry about.
Nope.
If you call an Uber to take you home rather than driving drunk, you've got nothing to worry about.
Nope.
If you send her that smash after text, you drastically decrease the odds of being a victim of a false rape allegation. Now, you decrease your odds substantially more by installing cameras at your place and recording everything. So to my players, my womanizers, my thought chasers, be smart out there, guys, tonight. Be smart out there tonight, guys. Okay? Wrap up, call an Uber, and send her that smash after text right after she leaves. Do not wait until the next morning, because a lot can happen during that time. Make sure you send it right after she leaves and not 1 minute more. All right, very good. Very good. All right, so we are... wait a minute. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. For whatever reason, my number isn't... says nothing to see. Yeah, my number isn't up. I guess my... I don't know. I guess the live the YouTube view count thing isn't really working right now, but that's all right. I'm not really tripping on that. All right, let me read some of these super chats as well as. All right, so we got Ken Rose's super chat. 123 Marky member for 10 months. Says, what's your bet for U.S. versus Paraguay today? Yeah, I think it's going to be 2-1 United States. I think it's going to be 2-1 United States. I think it's going to be a good game. As far as the expectations, for the entire World Cup, look, man, I think realistically speaking, and guys, I want you to understand, I'm certainly no soccer or football aficionado, right? I know enough not to sound like a complete idiot when I'm talking about it, but by and large, it is what it is. I think I think if we make the quarterfinals, I think if we make the quarterfinals, I think that would be a successful. I think that would be a very, very successful World Cup for us. So that's my take on that. Let's see, any other questions? Yeah. Says, do you think Kimi Antonelli will be the F1 champion this year? What about the Spanish Grand Prix? I'm not 100% sure about Kimi Antonelli, but I almost am. He's off to a great start. He's won 5 of the last 6 races, including the last 5 in a row. He's in the best car. He seems to be hyper-focused. So, I don't know. It's a little early right now. We're only in, round 7? Yeah, we're in round 7 right now. And, we've got quite a few races to go, but it certainly looks like Kimi Antonelli is definitely trending in youngest world champion ever territory. All right. Okay, let us get started with the age and location checks. Robert Anderson checking in from Arlington, Texas. Real Life Mike watching from Myrtle Beach. Good stuff. Marky One checking in from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Scott Valdez watching from Tampa, Florida. Frank B, 819 watching from Orlando, Florida. Jay Blaze is checking in from Maine. Millennium watching from Greensboro, North Carolina. Shout out to you. Dr. B, 84 checking in from San Antonio, Texas, as Game 4 was embarrassing. Yep. Dude, Game 4 was painful. Game 4 was painful. Holy moly. Especially if you're a Spurs fan. It was interesting. I was actually out watering my flowers because I thought the game was over. But Devin continued to watch it. And Devin knows. Devin fucked around and found out the other day. She fucked around and found out the other day. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this. So I'm out there watering my flowers. And doing gardening and watering my flowers, that's sort of my time to just kind of be by myself, lock in, meditate, whatever the case may be. It's also my favorite hobby. I just like doing that hobby. And for whatever reason, Devin just kept trying to get my attention all throughout the morning. And I'm just like, okay, all right, whatever. That's fine. She's my wife. But when I was out there watering the flowers, and I've got my earbuds in, she comes up and taps me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I love you. We live together. We both work from home. Whatever it is, unless it's some kind of emergency, do not fuck with me. Don't fuck with me when I'm watering my flowers. Well, I'm out there watering my flowers, and Devin comes outside and says, the Knicks are down 1. I dropped my, ran back in the house and watched the end of the greatest comeback in the history of the NBA playoffs and finals. That was incredible. That was incredible. Really, really was. So, man, that sucks that I can't, I don't know what my You know what? I'll tell you what. You know what I'm gonna do though. You know what I'm gonna do? Watch this. Watch this. This is. You guys are about to see some. You guys are about to see some pro shit right here. Hang on a second. Watch this. You guys are gonna love this. Hang on. I'm gonna get to it in a second. Just bear with me. Bear with me. This is always the way I've been. If something doesn't work, I always find another way. I always find another way to make it work. Okay, let's see. Screen capture. Okay. All right. Okay, display capture? No, application capture. Let's do that. Display is going to be, okay, second Samsung. No, yes. Oh, wait a minute. Where is that? Hold up. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Nope, that's not it. How about this one? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Why won't it show me anything? This is weird. Never mind. It doesn't look like this is going to work, but this should be working. Application. Oh. Okay. Hang on. I might have figured this out. Let's go with Firefox. Perfect. Okay, very, very good. So, watch this. You guys are going to love this. Hang on a second. This is just going to be a workaround. It's just going to be a workaround. It's not going to be permanent. But this is how I normally do these things. All right, so there we go. Look at that. How about that? Now it's only going to show up. It's only going to show up right now, because it is an application capture. But you know, at least I can keep an eye on what the viewership is like. So there we go. Let's leave a little bit more room out here for it, and we will put it right there. There we go. How about that? Perfect. Don DeMarco to me. 132 of you watching. 132 of you watching. Thank you guys very, very much for being in here. Listen, I know that's not going to work forever, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway. Let's see here. Danny Gonzalez also checking in from Maine. Carrie Shadat's watching from Wilmington, North Carolina. Familiar with that area. Phoenix Light Games is always watching from Coral Springs, Florida. Invocator checking in from Anaheim, California. Pete Miller watching from Henderson, Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas. Las Vegas is not my hometown, but that's kind of where I became Donovan Sharp, for lack of a better term. Mac is in Vestal, Arkansas today. Saraf Zaff watching from Connecticut. Welcome. Janet Dobis also checking in from Henderson, Nevada. How about that? Good stuff. Trey the NBD watching from San Antonio. Halloween 1800s apparently is watching from Watermelon Felon Friday. I don't know where that's at, but wait a minute. Is that Wakandaville? How about that? Stonegate checking in from East Texas. Nain Rouge watching from Detroit. Halloween 1800s. Oh, okay. Lancaster, PA. Got it. Robert Anderson says, I know about the DWI. Those suck. Yeah, I've been in a lot of trouble with the law. I'm very, very fortunate never to have gotten a DUI. Man, that shit sucks. Carrie Schnett says she loves the rules. Hey, man, look. Hey, look. My mission statement is I want to help as many men as possible. Live the best lives possible. And I think I'm going to expand. That de facto statement. I think I'm going to amend that de facto statement with I want to help as many men as possible live the best lives possible, but I also want to help as many black people get off the plantation as possible. And I think that is definitely a. I think that is a note. I think that is absolutely positively a worthy cause to have expanded my my mission statement. Waylon Jennings says, Donovan, you're my boy. Hey, you're my boy too, man. Let's see. The level up man checking in from the Big Easy. Oh my. Okay, the chat is moving very quickly. The World Cup has started today, obviously. King Life says, we are closing it in San Antonio. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Kellen Pacou. I hope... Kellen, am I saying your last name correctly? Kellen Pacou? Says, been watching you for years, Donovan, and I love what you do, but I'm keeping my black ass in North America. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Marvin B52 says, we don't care for the Karmelo trial anymore. You should do fresh and fit reactions again. You missed several good episodes with major crash outs. I will get to those when I get to those. Just relax. Relax. This was this was the topic du jour this week. And don't worry, my fresh and fit reactions will definitely resume in earnest. Just have to understand content strategy, my guy. You gotta understand it. Paul Lofton watching from Eastern North Carolina. Reverend Brown checking in from Birmingham, Alabama. Dio in the chat thinks it's going to be Spurs in 7. I don't know. Listen, I took Spurs in 5. Clearly, I was wrong about that. But, I don't know, man. I think it's going to be the Knicks in 6. I think it's going to be the Knicks in 6. I think San Antonio wins tomorrow, and then New York closes it out at Madison Square Garden. Pro Special watching from Hamburg, Germany. Appreciate that. Nico Slop. Does that say Nico? Oh, Nico's Hell. He Slop. Oh, boy. Watching from Orange, New Jersey. Good stuff. Kenny Eisenhower watching from Hertford, North Carolina. I've never heard of Hertford, North Carolina. How about that? Interesting. Interesting. Waylon Jennings says, leave Don alone when he is tending to his flowers. Yeah, she never really bugged me. She never really bothers me when I'm out doing work in the lawn and in the garden. But for whatever reason, that morning she just kept on, and I was like, okay. All right. Christopher Brooks watching from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Good stuff. Frankie B says, Don, you also have to get back to commentating dating shows. Yes, I will resume that. Again, those closest to me understand that I'm going through a very, 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 very serious personal matter right now. Very serious personal matter right now. So, the personality pill says, hey, Don, YouTube changed their algorithm. Would be the perfect time to get the plugin for OBS so you can stream vertical and horizontal. What? Hold up. OBS plugin. Holy moly, that would really help. Wow, it's called an ATEM vertical plugin. How about that? How about that? Hey, there you go, man. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that very, very much, man. I could use all the help I can get. Man. Thank you. Thank you for that. Listen, guys, again, listen, I'm always looking for ideas. Like, listen, I mean, I'm a content creator. I'm very good at talking, very, very good at writing. I'm a freaking OBS. I have a PhD in OBS, but I'm not an online marketer like Devin. I'm not an algorithm guy. So listen, any tips or tricks that you guys can let me know about would be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Thank you guys very, very much for that. Oh, Kenny Eisenhower says outside Elizabeth City. Oh, okay, very good. Paul Lofton says Hertford is close to the Outer Banks, about 2 hours from me, and I'm from Kinston, but I live a ways north of the country. Okay, good stuff. Good, very good. Good. Danny Gonzalez says, hey, Donovan, I know I don't personally know you and Devin, but I truly hope all is well with the family. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Yeah, all is well. All is well. All is very, very well. And yes, I will continue my dating show breakdowns. I've just gotta, like I said, I've got to get through this. I've got to get through this thing that I'm going through. So you guys know how that goes. Okay, let us get to the topic du jour. So I had never heard of this Larry Reid guy until I came across an Instagram posting that says Larry Reid wants all African Americans. Well, I'll just let you hear it. You know what's interesting? Julian Verdugo says, can you comment on the Amazing Lucas? I have no idea who the Amazing Lucas is. So I guess while this is playing, I'll look it up.
Begin to think about this America and the white people problem that we have. I'm
sorry, white people problem? What exactly? Like I don't like. Again, I don't understand. Like white. What are you talking about? White people problem? White people problem.
I'm going to make a statement.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
We know that Martin Luther King, the beginning of his work was all about integration. We do know that later on that did change.
Max says, not worth the time, Donovan. The vertical thing or the Amazing Lucas?
Integration has had great benefits.
Yes, it has. It's called SNAP, EBT, Welfare, Section 8.
I think now, unless you must stay in America, unless you are supposed to be in the USA.
I didn't realize there was a caveat. I didn't realize there was a caveat to this. Unless you're supposed to be in America. I mean, listen, I hate niggas as much as the next person, but they're supposed to be here. They're supposed to be here. What the fuck is he talking about?
Otherwise, if you're black, integration has had great benefits.
Okay, you've said that already.
You, and I'm saying this as a collective.
Bruh, spit it out, man.
Let's drain this place of its benefits.
Let's drain this place of its benefits, he says. Isn't that exactly what niggas are doing now? Niggas are draining this place of benefits that they get legally or otherwise? Remember I told you guys a few days ago why Devin and I chose to live in this area, okay? Because it is as close to the American dream as you can get. We live in a beautiful neighborhood. We have beautiful scenery all around us. We're in a valley. Nobody can get to us. But most of all, it's the community trust. I told you guys the story about the bake sale. That was a couple of Sundays ago. They were out there at first. When I drove back by them, nobody was there. There was a sign that says, "Take what you pay for what you take." There was a jar full of money. Cars driving up and down. A jar full of money. And the baked goods. That is what we call community trust. That is the very definition of community trust. Okay? Now, how does that relate to this? Well, that's very simple. He's talking about draining of resources. No, niggas drain this country of resources. Whether they are provided legally, the welfare system, or otherwise. Shit that they just take. How many videos have you guys... I've seen so many videos. I saw this one video of this black girl in Chipotle. And whenever Chipotle messes up her order, she takes all of the plastic spoons, all of the plastic forks, all of the plastic knives, and all of the napkins. Draining resources. Niggas just take. How many videos have we seen of niggas just walking into an establishment and taking all the tip money? Right? That's all they do. That's all they do. They take. They don't contribute to anything.
And make our mass exodus.
Oh, God.
And go home and build.
Where exactly is home? Is he talking about Africa?
I repeat, integration has had great benefits, black people. For some of us. Let's drain this place of its benefits and make our mass exodus.
Really, nigga?
And go home and build.
This nigga, like, is this nigga trying to threaten us with a good time? Does he think, like seriously, does this nigga really think that white people and non-black people are gonna be like, oh no, black people are leaving, whatever shall we do? And Landon Donovan has gotten a hair transplant. Holy shit. Landon Donovan has a hair transplant. Wow. Because he's been going bald for about the last 15 years, and now he has hair. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him. But yes. Blue Lion 73. Blue Lion says he should lead by example. He ain't gonna lead by example. Dude, niggas like this who talk about going back to Africa, these are the niggas that want to stay in America the longest. Man, these are the niggas that want to stay. Look, we should mass exodus. This nigga's not going nowhere. This nigga's not going nowhere. Fuck out of here.
See, civil rights did not make white people that are infected with whiteness stop being.
Wait, hold on. Say what? Did he say infected with whiteness as though whiteness is a disease? Dude, guys, it absolutely amazes me. There's nigga privilege right there. Nigga privilege right there is that he can be on the internet and say infected with whiteness. Can you imagine if a white person was on the internet or on TV talking about, well, we need people who are infected with blackness to leave the country? It'd be the fucking apocalypse, man. People would lose their shit. That is privilege. Okay, whites no, I'm telling you, whites no longer have privilege anymore. They do not. No, it's niggas who have the privilege.
Being racist. They still raised racist children that run this country to this day.
Why does he talk so slow?
The Civil Rights Act just made social discrimination federally illegal in key areas of American life, housing, voting, and such. It changed what was lawful, what was punishable, and what rights Black Americans could legally demand and defend.
Yo, this nigga is literally freestyling right now. This nigga is literally freestyling right now, y'all. He's sitting here freestyling. You can tell he's really not that good. You can tell that he doesn't really, and the reason he's speaking so slowly is probably because he realizes that whatever what's coming out of his mouth is just it's just absolute garbage, right? I think he realizes that what is coming out of his mouth is absolute garbage. He's like, okay, wait a minute. I need to course correct here.
That's it. And now, those rights at the federal level, there's an attempt to roll them back.
Yeah, Frank B says he's trying to sound like a black minister, Don. Let the church say amen. Well, you mean like Minister Dominique Alexander? Our baby is in prison. Dude, that nigga's fake as fuck, man.
Integration has had great benefits.
You've said that 94 times already.
This place of its benefits and make our mass exodus and go home and build.
He keeps saying the same goddamn thing.
Rich enough to hold who you are. You come from.
This land ain't rich enough to hold who you are. This land is rich enough to literally support niggas. What are you talking about? Yes, this land is absolutely rich enough to support niggas. You want to know what happened? Look, check this out. You guys want to know what would happen? You know, would you guys like to know what would happen if we snapped our fingers? Look, give me some ideas, guys. What would happen if we snapped our fingers and every nigga in this country, and you know who you are, every nigga in this country, everyone, well, you know what, I'll tell you what, everyone who is a Karmelo, everyone who, I don't want to say Karmelo Anthony supporter, because you can support Karmelo Anthony and still, acknowledge that he's guilty. But every nigga in this country who thinks Karmelo Anthony should have been acquitted, if we just snapped our fingers, what would happen? Right? Crime would plummet overnight. Am I right? Crime it'd plummet overnight. Just snap your fingers, disappear. Now, there are a few stocks that would drop. And we need to talk about what those few stocks would be. The Hennessy stock would probably drop, right? Let's see, the Newport stock, Newport, Swisher Sweets, and dare I say, Michael Jordan would probably go broke if niggas left the country. Michael Jordan would probably go broke if niggas left the country. I said it. I said it. Give me some more ideas, guys.
From a land that flows with milk and honey. They poured you out of that land.
Wait, I'm sorry. Dude, this nigga. Oh my God.
For mass exodus and go home and build. This land ain't rich enough to hold who you are. You come from a land that flows with milk and honey.
No. No, no, no. We live in a land that flows with milk and honey. We came from a land that flows with disease, Ebola, third world countries, civil wars, the Congo. What are we doing? You come from a land that flows with milk and honey. He couldn't possibly be talking about Africa, could he? Listen, I've been to Africa before, but not Africa. I went to Morocco, Casablanca, Morocco. It's in northwest Africa. Beautiful country. But what are we talking about? Yes, yeah, right. Praetorian Guard says it's from the land of lions and famine. Yeah, what are we doing? Milk and honey. The fuck?
They poured you out of that land.
No, actually, the niggas sold the slave niggas to the white man. They didn't pull us out. They didn't pull us out. We were sold to the white man.
Ancestrally, and brought you to a place to where your royalty was not recognized.
Oh my God. Is this nigga really saying we was kings? Bruh.
Really, nigga?
Used your black power, your black mysticism, your African spirituality.
What is spirituality? The fuck?
And your physiological superiority.
This nigga took 2.5 weeks to gather this thought. Look at this. And, again, this nigga's just talking. Mac with the $10 super chat says, I like his flow better than the three-peat and move on by Dr. Umar. Well, I don't do I repeat things sometimes. It's kind of a verbal tick. But yes, you're absolutely right. Listen to how long it takes this nigga to generate a thought.
Physiological superiority to build this country and give everybody reparations except you. Don't believe
Jesus
that
Christ.
America don't give
Jesus
reparations.
Christ.
They do
Give me a-
to the tune of billions. Just never gave it to us.
Yes, you do get reparations in the form of welfare, Section 8, EBT, SNAP, etc., etc. If we're really going to talk about checks and balances in terms of what black Americans are owed, every nigga in this country would be in debt. Every nigga in this country would be in debt. Straight up. The fuck are we talking about? Mr. Game of the Boss 69, member for 30 months. Man, thank you very much. Gives me the fire emoji. Appreciate that. Like, what the dude, this guy is an idiot. Nigga, say something.
This country was created to rape, pillage black. So unless you got an assignment,
Rape, pillage, black. Most people who rape and pillage black people in this country are what class? Other black people.
from spirit or something divine
What in the fuck is going on?
that is telling you to stay here.
That is telling me to stay. What's telling me to stay here is my American citizenship. What's telling me to stay here is the Constitution. What's telling me to stay here are the rights and privileges that I've been afforded that have allowed me to build the life that I live today. Halloween 1800 says, here comes that public school education.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when niggas talk like this, like, did this nigga graduate from high school? Hold up, let me see here. Hold on. Did Larry Reid graduate from high school? Just humor me here, guys. Just humor me. Did the podcaster Larry Reid? Did podcaster Larry Reid? Yes, the podcaster and spiritual leader graduated from high school. Huh. Could have fooled me.
Duty is the big
Booty.
getting charity at home.
Yo. Guys, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, man. And to be honest with you, I think anyone not happy with America should just leave, right? Jay Blaze with the $2 super chat says, we get morons and not even great men like Vic talking. Yeah, exactly. I just don't, and this is the thing, guys. You want to know why? You want to know why niggas complain? Niggas complain. It's almost like niggas can't be happy unless they're not happy, right? Because if we could snap our fingers and racism completely disappears. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It damn near has. It's gone to the other side. What? Again, people who talk and think like this, and let's be clear, this guy is not going anywhere. This guy's not going to move to Africa. I think that this is just some rage bait. Alec Baldwin's not, says on the Rumble site, says he's preaching to black women hoping he can hit.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Right? But niggas don't want racism to go away. Why else do you think they're trying to squeeze blood out of a turnip? No, black people are the most racist people on the planet. I said it. American black people are the most racist people on the planet. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Black people are the most racist group of people on the planet. In America. American black people. But anyone who's not happy with America should just leave. Right? Like if you like this is, guys, honestly, this is how stupid niggas are. Okay? Let me just give you guys a quick example. Black people are all the time talking about how terrible it is to live here. It's a racist country. I can't get ahead. There's no opportunity. We just watched a video of a woman talking about she's going to arm her son with a bag of batteries to protect himself from white people. Yet, they stay here in America. Despite all of their complaints, despite all of their grievances, they stay right here. That means two things. The first thing it means is that we really are the greatest country on earth. If people complain that much about America, but they still can't be bothered to leave a place that they really hate or purport to hate, that's how great we have it here. America is such a great country. Even our staunchest critics, even the people who complain the most, they won't leave. And the reason why they won't leave is because they understand subconsciously this is the greatest country on earth, especially for black people, as it happens. The second point I want to point out, these niggas are so stupid when they complain about shit. Let's use an analogy. Let's just say for example, you go to a restaurant. You go there, the food is bad, the service is terrible. It's an all-black restaurant, right? You say, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. You go to this all-black restaurant, all-black staff. The food is terrible. It's late, never on time, wrong order, service is bad. If you're with a white girl, you gotta. It's like a mandatory 25. It's when you're with a white girl, it's like a mandatory 25% gratuity tax for having a white girl in the restaurant. It's a terrible restaurant, right? I of course would have all of my complaints. After my complaints, what I would then do is I would not eat at that restaurant anymore. Right? If I don't like that restaurant, I will simply take my business elsewhere. What sense would it make for me to continue to eat at a restaurant that I hate? This is exactly what niggas in the so-called black community do when they complain about America. America this, America that. It's racist. I don't feel safe. That's like eating at a restaurant you say you hate every single day. It makes absolutely zero sense. And here's another thing. I don't know if you guys have sort of picked up on this trend. So the World Cup is going on right now. And Europeans are going viral for talking about how great it is in America. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. We have German people in Alabama talking about this is the greatest place ever. We got Englishmen in Chattanooga, Tennessee talking about America is awesome. They've discovered Waffle House. They love the scenery. There was one post where the guy was like, dude, this is a gas station. It's one of these gargantuan gas stations that we have here in America. This is how good we have it, guys. We have it so good in America. We're hosting the world's biggest event, in essence. And foreigners are coming here and being like, holy shit, this place is awesome. Open roads, beautiful scenery. People are safe as long as you stay away from niggas. Dude, I think there was one girl from Poland whose life was changed by ranch sauce. Ranch dressing. She's like, ranch dressing is like crack. Somebody bring this back to Europe. Why did nobody take ranch dressing? What we need ranch dressing here in Europe. Yet the people who live here, the people who have the privilege and the opportunity to live here, they do nothing but complain. They're eating at the same restaurant every single day and complaining about it. It's crazy. Listen, guys, we have it great in America. We really, really do. And I'll tell you a quick story. Speaking of Casablanca, this is how crazy this is. So I'm in Casablanca, Morocco with my brother. Okay? And we're on this I forget where we were going, but we were on this walk. And there's a really, really, really beautiful, nice part of Casablanca. And then literally on the other side, you go across the train tracks, it is absolute squalor. Absolute squalor. And I will never forget this day as long as I live. My brother and I are walking, right? And we're actually walking on the sidewalk. There are stores, really, really beautiful, really, really nice stores. All of a sudden, the stores started to get a little, and then all of a sudden, they were dilapidated. And I'm like, wow. Things deteriorated pretty quickly. And our guide was like, yep, we're in the bad part of town. We walked maybe, I don't know, another 50 feet, and there's a woman there holding a child. Homeless woman holding a child. Okay? And as we get closer, I notice that the child doesn't have any clothes on. She's got like this child. And I'm like, why is she holding a naked baby outside? Like, I mean, I know you're homeless, but can't somebody put clothes on the kid? My hand to the man. We walked by. Not only was the baby naked, she was naked, and the umbilical cord was still attached to the child. That is probably, I think that's the first time in my life that I had ever experienced third world, right? That was a third world moment. Holy shit. And now you start to think, okay, did she literally just give birth? Why is she naked? Where's the hospital? People are walking. This is a woman on the street who is homeless. She's naked, the baby's naked, and the umbilical cord is still attached to the kid. It was the most unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Now there were some other minor inconveniences in Casablanca. The cell phone coverage at that point was kind of shoddy. You know, the internet obviously wasn't really up to par. Rolling brownouts. Like, I remember there were 2 or 3 days in me and my brother's hotel room. Like, half of the room would have power and the other half would not. We call downstairs, hey, like, half of our room doesn't work. They're like, yep. We're in a brownout. I'm like, well, how often do brownouts happen? They're rolling brownouts. They can happen at any time. That's how good we have it here in America. That is how good we have it here in America. You would never, ever see that kind of thing in America. Yet, the people who live here, now, and listen, I'm not talking about everybody. Obviously, I'm not talking about all black people. I'm black. I'm talking about niggas. But niggas take for granted how good we have it here in America. I've been hearing this back to Africa shit since I was in my 20s. Man, since I was in my 20s. Absolutely crazy. That's why we got niggas like this talking like he's talking. He's taking America for granted. Niggas take America for granted. They really should go back to... Dude, I'm telling you. If they went back to Africa, they'd probably be back in a week. Straight up. Crazy, man. Craziest thing I'd ever seen. Reverend Brown with the $10 super chat says, one of the head creators, Japanese guy, came to America and tried Waffle House for the first time and said he loved it. Yeah, listen, Waffle House is really good. And listen, shout out to all of the the Waffle House patrons who behaved while the German guy was there. Because listen, niggas be crashing out, right? At the Waffle House. Wow. Praetorian Guard said something about Puerto Rico. Praetorian Guard says it's like that on the Dominican Republic. Punta Cana is a shithole, but the resort area is immaculate. Yeah. Law V says travel to Africa is dirt cheap since there's zero demand to go there. Absolutely, dude. I'll tell you what, man. Can we start a GoFundMe for this? I'm being dead ass. Can we start a GoFundMe to send niggas back to Africa if they really want to go? No, seriously. Because if niggas really want to go back, if they agree with this, and we know they don't, it's fun to talk about, we gonna go back to Africa, we gonna build. Bitch, y'all ain't building shit. Ain't no Section 8 in Africa. Ain't no EBT in Africa. Ain't no welfare system in Africa. You don't work, you don't eat. Straight up. Halloween 1800 says, better yet, they should try going to China. Dude, China kick them niggas out. They don't even, dude, China hates black people, man. You kidding me? China hates black people, and they hate niggas. Absolutely hate niggas. Yeah, Texas Viking dealer says, what's the Wi-Fi password? What do you mean there's no Wi-Fi? Exactly. Careful what you wish for, man. Machiavelli says, niggas and leftists take America for granted.
Yep.
Yes, they do. You know what we should do with niggas? You want to know what we should do with niggas? And this is actually a pretty good idea. Tell me what you guys would think of this. Because I think this might actually be a good idea. Okay? You guys ever heard of that show Scared Straight? Right? It's like, it's some rowdy teenage kid, 13, 14-year-old boys, disrespecting his mom. And so what would happen is they would take him to jail for like a day or something, and they would scare him straight. Right? And after they'd give us the update, hey, Jaquantre is doing great in school, he's making straight A's, because he was scared straight. We need to do a Scared Straight version with niggas going to Africa. And they need to make a reality series out of this. And listen, I will not lay claim to this. I might make a reference to it if I sue anybody for this, but hear me out. This would be real talk. And this is I'm not even joking about this. I think this would probably be an unbelievable idea. Not only would this be an unbelievable idea for content, I don't think it would reduce black people's racism towards white people. Maybe it would. But one thing it definitely would do is that it would help black people appreciate America more. Here's what they should do. They should do a reality show. called Scared Straight, right? Take 20 black people, all with different stories. 20 black people, pro-blacks, we need to go back to Africa, fuck America, blah, 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 I hate America, we want to move to Africa. We want to move to Africa, blah, 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 blah. They should literally pay, okay, cool. They should book all 20, do it like a reality show, book all 20 flights, right? Where would we put them up? Would we put them up in a hotel? I don't know. Maybe put them up in a rink-a-dink African hotel, maybe. Maybe put them in a dangerous location, I don't know. But you take 20 people to Africa, and you let them stay for 10 days. They gotta stay for 10 days. Have to stay for 10 days. No American embassy, no nothing. And you film the entire experience, including the one-on-one interviews. When those niggas get back to the United States of America, they will literally lick American soil. That would change their entire perspective on America as a whole. And you know, the interesting thing is America is one of the least racist. America is one of the least racist countries in the world. One of the least racist countries in the world. You want to know something? I'll tell you what. And I think I've actually played this. I've actually played this before. Just give me a second. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and I don't think I'm taking too much of a chance here, but I could just I could copyright protect it, protect myself from copyright. Give me a second. So ESPN did this piece, this special, and it was entitled "The Beautiful Game Turned Ugly." I think it was back in like 2006 or something like that. I'm not really going to describe it to you guys. All I'm going to say is that if you know any niggas, hoteps, whatever the case may be, that bitch and moan about, send them a text, and it should include "The Beautiful Game Turned Ugly." There we go. The Beautiful Game Turned Ugly. Okay, very good. Excellent. Yeah, 16 years ago. Oh, this is awesome. Why is this 7 minutes long? Okay. All right, very good.
That people should understand.
Hey, how about that? It's called "The Beautiful Game Turned Ugly." We'll watch that here in just a second. Mac with the $10 super chat says, Waffle House sausage or bacon, Waffle House's sausage or bacon, egg, and cheese grits bowl. I'm not, grits is only really good with bacon, eggs, and cheese. So yes, for the W. For the W. Absolutely. Jay Blaze with a $2 super chat says, "Name it reverse colonization." Oh, I like that a lot. You guys are doing great. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is good. Bear Grylls Africa. I love it. Yes, sir. Yes, Elon Musk is the world's first trillionaire. SpaceX went public, and it's $160 a share. That's incredible. 160 a fucking share is crazy. Josh Erden says, "Beyond Scared American." I like that. Ice Dragon Kid says, "The show is YouTube featured, Don. That's a good sign." Also, what's up, chat? Oh, I didn't know it was featured. Very good. A mud hut with no fridge. Oh, yeah, with no fridge or food. Yep, there you go. Straight up. Blue Toad Monk says, "Put them in a boarding house. Give them that Hey Arnold experience." You stupid as hell. James Hancock says, "Nah, let them throw themselves on the, quote, African Brothers hospitality." Ooh, I like that. King Alive says, "Call it scared patriotic." Wow. Texas Viking Dealer says, "Lions will be eating well those 10 days. God willing. Carchicle 9445 says, "They are America's entitled brats." Yep. Yes, they are. All right, so let's check this out. So let me copyright protect this thing. And I think I can probably play this. safely, but you know, you never know. You never know. So let's see here. Let's where's my cartoon Donovans? There we are, cartoon Donovan. And really, you guys are going to be shocked. I know some of you have probably already seen this. But this is incredible. Hang on a second. Let me do my my fair use disclaimers. Very good. All right, guys. So, again, he's talking about going back to Africa, blah, 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 blah. People think America is the most racist country. I'm telling you, America is one of the least racist countries in the world. I want you guys to check this out. You guys aren't going to believe this.
And in some cases be tolerated in 2006. But the reality is, throughout Europe, soccer players of color are often subjected to racist acts and language as they play what is known as the beautiful game overseas. The World Cup, the globe's single largest event, begins Friday on ESPN and ABC. And the joy of cultural celebration is tempered by concerns over controlling racist outbursts. Jeremy Schaap on the beautiful game turned ugly.
Look at this. They're yelling racist epithets at him.
Karmelo is from Cameroon in West Africa. He plays goal for the Spanish club team Espanyol, one of the strongest teams in perhaps the strongest league in the world. But even fans in his own stadium shower him with racist slurs and bananas.
Look at it. Look at this. Racist slurs and bananas. Look at this. Look at this. Racist slurs and bananas. It's incredible. Like, dude, it is incredible. Racist. Can you imagine if there was a soccer game in America in 2006 with fans screaming racial slurs and throwing bananas on the field? Like, the world would literally come to an end.
When I see a banana on the field, I think, I'm not a monkey, I'm a human. It's hard for those far away to understand. But on one hand, I'm a respected member of the team. And on the other hand, I'm an animal.
Mark Zorro was 18 years old when he left his native Ivory Coast, the nation he'll represent at this World Cup, to play soccer in Italy. For 3 years, he's played for the Sicilian team Messina, and in nearly every game, fans have taunted him. Finally, last fall, during a game against Inter Milan, Zorro had had enough.
Yeah.
He picked up the ball and threatened to walk off.
And look, you can see the guy from the other team trying to encourage him. Again, this is the guy on the other team, another black man, I presume. He's like, hey, man, like, you got to ignore these guys. But, I mean, he's had enough. Like, what are you supposed to do?
The field. Two players from the opposing team rushed to Zorro's side, imploring him to stay on the field and the fans to stop.
Damn, dude.
I couldn't take it anymore. What I did was instinctive. They were in my head. My head was so full of what they were saying, I couldn't concentrate on the game.
Fucking crazy, man.
I couldn't go on like that, and I had to pick up the ball.
Oh, Name Rouge says Cameroon speak French, not Spanish. Oh, I did not know that.
When Zorro next played Inter Milan, some fans held up a banner that read, "Peanuts and bananas are the pay for your infamy."
Did you hear that? Peanuts? I'm going to just play that for you again. This is a sign in public. This is a sign in public at a professional game.
Held up a banner that read, "Peanuts and bananas are the pay for your infamy."
Jesus fucking Christ.
3 months after the Zorro incident, Samuel Eto'o, a striker for Barcelona and one of the world's best players, found himself in a similar situation. Eto'o, like Kameni from Cameroon, was playing on the road at Zaragoza, home to some of Spain's most openly racist fans. Angry and frustrated by the monkey chants that resounded every time he touched the ball, Eto'o repeatedly cried, "No mas, no more."
It is not the right answer to lose it, but I think sometimes people should understand why.
That guy, Thierry Henry, is actually on the Fox team for the World Cup coverage. He used to play for French.
French striker Thierry...
God, did I say French? Oh my God. That's strike three, man. I'm going to have to end this live stream. Good Lord.
Henry is one of the most acclaimed players on the planet. But like Samuel Eto'o, being an elite player hasn't spared him from racist slurs.
I can tell you, so many.
Yeah, a lot of you, look, a lot of you in the chat are shocked. A lot of you in the chat are absolutely shocked. I'm telling you, niggas don't realize what it's like overseas, man. They don't realize what it's like overseas. Dude, part of the reason why MLD came back to America from Japan is because of all the racism. And MLD is white. Japan is openly racist. Like, they don't like anybody. They're racist against everybody. They're racist against white people, black people, Hispanic. They don't like anybody.
Time, monkey chants and people spitting at me when I was taking a throw-in or a corner kick. Whatever you can.
Oh, Pretoria Guard says Thierry is a common African name. I did not know that. How about that?
Imagine.
Yeah, I am your pal says, I thought this was like a one-off. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, sir. No, this is a regular thing.
Americans might find it difficult to understand how and why there are so many overt displays of racism in European soccer. But there's never been anything akin to the U.S. civil rights movement in Europe, in part because there are so few black Europeans. What is taboo in the U.S. simply isn't in Europe. The continent, in fact, is home to dozens of far-right political parties, many of which have become popular by breeding fear of black and Muslim immigrants. European soccer has also long been a bastion of hooliganism.
Breeding fear of black and Muslim immigrants. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think the people that breed fear of black and Muslim immigrants are black and Muslim immigrants in Europe.
In the stadiums, all of this makes for a combustible mix.
The biggest thing that we faced, and we're facing it now in continental Europe, is denial. People saying, it's only a few individuals, don't worry about them.
Yep.
What problem? I don't see a problem. It's not.
Meanwhile, there are stadiums, signs. It's not a one-off. Just like I am your pal said he thought it was.
To do with race, it's to do with the culture, it's to do with a footballing form of abuse.
It's not just some fans who are guilty of racism.
Look at this.
18 months ago, Luis Aragonés, the coach of the Spanish national team, was preparing his team for a World Cup qualifier against France when he was overheard exhorting one of his players by insulting France's Thierry Henry.
Give it to the black, it says. Show that piece of shit. He says, show that black piece of shit that you are better than he is. This is a coach telling his players, show that black piece of shit that you are better than he is. Listen, I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link to this video in the description. And you don't even have to preface it with anything. Anyone you think, and listen, we all know people who wanted Karmelo to be acquitted. Okay, we all know people who wanted Karmelo to be acquitted. We all do. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that some of the people I know happen to be in my own immediate family. I love my brothers. My brothers are the two most important people on this planet to me. Okay? We haven't talked about the Carmelo Anthony thing. And we likely never will. We likely never will. I haven't brought it up to them. They haven't brought it up to me. I don't know what they think about it now. Okay? I don't know what they think about it now. But I'm not trying to find out. I'm not trying to find out.
To be honest, the first time I heard it, I thought it was a joke. One of my teammates came up in my room and said, "Did you see what Luis Aragonés said about you?" And I said, "No, just, and then told me what he said. And I went, come on." He said, no, it's on TV. They have it on TV. I said, how can they have that on TV? And I put the TV on, and there it was. I was speechless.
The Spanish Federation fined Aragonés $5,000. He will be coaching Spain this month at the World Cup. Aragonés continues to insist that he has done nothing wrong.
There it is. He continues to insist that he has done nothing wrong. Gentlemen, that is what you call a racist. That is what you call a racist. Show that black piece of shit that you are better than he is. He gets fined 5,000 whatever, and he still thinks he didn't do anything wrong. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Carmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf to death. Yet it appears that every nigga in this country thinks he didn't do anything wrong.
I cannot understand it. When I have gypsy friends, black, yellow friends, this is not me. It has nothing to do with me. What happens is that it is done to bother the football player. It's also done with fatness. They call them fat. It's the same.
It's very different to say someone's got a big nose or big ears or is going bald or is fat. And we've never had in this country or other nations people being killed or maimed in the street because they're fat.
There have been times when extremism in the stands has spilled onto the field. For example, Paulo Di Canio, a striker on the Roman team Lazio, has several times returned the fascist salute.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I saw this super chat. I didn't want to interrupt the flow. But Mac with the $50 super chat. He said, call it survivors, niggas in the Serengeti. Holy shit. King Life with the $5 super chat says, I'll say this. When I went to Japan, I didn't see a fellow black man until the 8th day and he was asleep on the train. I kind of felt relieved. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Black Americans who think that we are this racist country ain't seen nothing.
To the fascist fans who worship him. Europe's national soccer federations have the power to regulate behavior in the stands and on the field, but most have taken no action.
Wow.
When people were complaining about it sometime, you know, the authorities and even the referees on the pitch were just saying to you or whoever was getting abused, get on with it. You know, okay, I have to get on with it, but you would like also after that the authorities do something about it.
A year ago, Reid did something himself. In conjunction with Nike, he launched a star-studded TV and print campaign in Europe, urging fans to help fight racism.
Stand up. Speak up. So many people, you know, close their eyes on what is happening right now and don't want to talk about it because it became a normality. I just wanted to make people aware that you know, that's not something that should happen in a game that we love, and also to make people aware sometimes that if you're in the stand and you hear someone doing that, to make them realize that that is not something to do. You know, to talk about it. Even if it's one person in the stadium, it's one too many.
Seeing someone who is possibly the world's best player to say, no, this is wrong, I don't accept this, is very, very significant. But it's a balance, you know, it's not their responsibility in 2006 to be taking on these types of battles. There are people paid lots of money to run the game.
There you go. There you go, man. There he goes.
Make sure that's done in the most efficient way and ensure the welfare of everybody.
FIFA, soccer's world governing body, has always left the problem to each country's federation. But in March, with the World Cup and all the attendant media coverage 3 months away, FIFA President Sepp Blatter decided to act. He announced new and harsh regulations that will penalize teams whose players, coaches, officials, or fans engage in racist conduct. Penalties would affect league standings and World Cup eligibility.
Ooh.
Financially, the consequences could be huge.
The Great White Bodyguard with the $10 super chat. Appreciate that very much. He also says, what's up, Don? Hope all is well with everyone. As always, enjoy the content. Always informative and motivating. Respect to Don and the community. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much.
There have been a lot of incidents, certainly, the last few months, but this has been going on for years. Why hasn't the problem been addressed before?
Because the national associations or the leagues, they...
By the way, Sepp Blatter, nobody knows where this dude is. Nobody knows where this dude is.
haven't done their homework. But now
Ryan Olson says Jordan is really racist. They throw rocks at foreigners. Dude, I've had friends who have been to Jordan. Oh my God, that's one country I will never visit.
they will be obliged to do so, and FIFA will have not only, let's say, the right to monitor it, but the right to intervene if the right actions are not taken. And we will do it. We will do it.
During the World Cup, the new regulations will apply to players, coaches, and officials, but not to fans. There are concerns that some fans might taunt their own players in an effort to have their opponents penalized.
Oh, wow. Wow.
The stakes will be high. With the world watching, any racist incident would indelibly stain the beautiful game.
What will happen to fans, say, in Germany during the World Cup who taunt black players?
Yeah, where? Outside of the
In the
stadium?
stadium.
No, if they do it in the stadium, then I abandon. Then we close stadium, we go home. Definitely.
No, seriously.
No, seriously, listen, if in this World Cup, with all the educational work we are doing now, and we still have that, then something is wrong in our society. And I don't know where we have to go.
Damn.
You heard Sepp Blatter of FIFA threaten to abandon World Cup matches where racist behavior is exhibited. Again, the ultimate penalty, the loss of 3 points in the standings, will apply only to players and team officials, not to fans, where most of the reported incidents have occurred. That loss of 3 points, which is the equivalent of a win, would likely doom any country from advancing out of group play. And in some cases...
And there you have it. There you have it, guys. There you have it. The beautiful game turned ugly. And like I told you guys, man, like I told you, it's black people in this country. Oh, wow, looks like Kevin Youkilis hit a solo home run back then. Huh. I remember Kevin Youkilis. He was one of my favorite Red Sox. Anyway, but we got a lot of black people in this country who think it is who they think America's racist and this and that and the third. It's all propaganda, man. They really and truly should go overseas. If they really want to see if they want to see like open naked racism, they really should go overseas. But like I said, American black people are the most racist group of people on planet Earth, and I don't think it's particularly close. All right. So we're going to look at a few videos here. We're still going to review the Judge John Roach. Judge John Roach went on a podcast or did an interview about the Austin Metcalf trial, and if there's time, what we will do is we will then finish the Jeff Metcalf video. We finished with his rant, and they are now to the point in the podcast where we left off, where he was answering questions. So looking forward to that. If we do have time. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, this is interesting. So this particular video, let me take all this off. This is called Future Karmelo in the Making. Future Karmelo in the Making. Here, let me move all of this stuff here. Oh, there it is. Donovan cartoon. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there we go. All right, looking good now. Look at this. This is absolutely crazy. You guys are just not going to believe this. And she's got this little nigga with no shirt on in the car.
Me and my crew. That's why we gotta make it, because Bookie, I gotta go steal my outfits before my video shoot. Yo.
Can y'all look at this?
Shut
Look at this. She actually, I will give her credit. She has beautiful teeth. She has beautiful teeth, but that's about the only thing.
Shut
What in the world is she doing?
Mama, blow it. And don't ask me why I'm stealing all types, bitch, because they $40, bitch.
Incredible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not realize what this was a video of. I did not realize what this was a video of. She is burning off. What she is doing is she's trying to melt. She's trying to melt the security tag thing. She's trying to melt the security tag thing from the dress that she stole from somewhere. Jesus Christ.
We need the thing to like scoop it up.
Cool.
Not my toothbrush. Probably that right there. My turn.
This is insane.
Came up.
Incredible. Incredible. And remember, and again, you guys know I talk a lot about community trust. I talk a lot about community trust. Obviously, we know that these people love to steal. Stole in front of their kids. In front of their kids. Insane. So this video apparently is he says that a black man says he's glad Karmelo stabbed Austin Metcalf, and that he should be dug up and stabbed again along with his family. I'm tired of us having a guilty charge. It's only a problem when we commit murder. Are you serious? Are you kidding me?
I'ma say it since nobody else can say it. Fuck Austin. Glad your ass dead, nigga. I'm mad as a motherfucker. Free Karmelo. And fuck that nigga. Good thing he is dead. Shoulda go dig his ass up and beat his ass again, then stab him again. The fuck? I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much backlash I get. None of that shit. I'm pissed off because I'm tired of us. Tired of us having to take the heat from this shit. Tired of us having to get a guilty charge. Tired of us having to let them get away with murder. But yet when we do it, it's a problem, man.
White people get away with murder, but when we murder people, it's a problem. Do you guys hear how stupid that sounds? Do you guys hear how stupid that sounds? And this is what I was trying to ask that young nigga the other day. I was like, hey, you know, black people get longer sentences for committing the same crimes as white people. And the reason he didn't answer truthfully is because he knew that the rebuttal he was not going to have an answer for. The rebuttal to that is we don't need justice reform. We don't need judge reform. We don't need any of that. We don't need criminal. We don't need tort reform. We don't need none of that. We need to stop committing crimes. Well, white people get away with murder, but we don't get away with it when we do it. What the fuck? What is that? And again, we got the entire black community chimping out because a black kid got convicted of murder. He killed a kid. This is what happens when you bring a knife to a track meet and stab somebody with it and kill them. Dr. B84 with a $10 super chat. Dude says, hood chicks, SMH, what a disgrace, bro. Bro. Dr. B84 with another $5 super chat. Says he is 200% nigga, for real. For real.
Fuck them folks. Fuck Austin, fuck his family, and I hope they get this message to have a fuck up day in here, Austin. I hope you over there burning up, bitch.
And we wonder why. We wonder why nobody wants these people around. We wonder why. We wonder why. Dude, listen, if Jeff Metcalf is... I believe that Jeff Metcalf is already... I believe that he is already a... I believe that Jeff Metcalf is already an involuntary racist. He's not... He's racist. He doesn't want to be. He does not want to be. Okay, he wants no parts of that. He does not want to be racist. He ain't... Look, the black community is not going to give him a choice. Fuck Austin. They should dig his body up. They should dig his body up and stab him again? Incredible. Incredible. Why is this not... Oh boy, no, that's not good. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I lost my... There it is. Let me go... All right, this video is called White Fatigue. This blanktard ranting about white people had the nerve to say white people don't, quote, care for their kids. This is insane. Oh, God, here we go. Let's listen to this bitch.
And then white people, y'all stupid ass white motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up with y'all dumb ass, okay? Because just that's the only thing y'all dumb ass motherfuckers know how to do. Y'all can't fight. Y'all can't win a motherfucking war. Y'all can't do shit. All y'all motherfuckers know how to do is fucking practice the motherfucking English language that's repetitive on words and words that sound the fucking same. So how about your gay ass, because all y'all motherfuckers is gay, okay? Because y'all the one who started that LGBT shit. And don't forget y'all had intercourse with the black men and turned them out, okay? Let's talk about real history with y'all raggedy ass while y'all be sitting up here trying to talk about black people and all this fatigue shit. No, I'm motherfucking fatigued with y'all raggedy motherfucking ass. Y'all crackheads, okay?
Wait a minute. We got more niggas that are crackheads than white people. What is she talking about?
That's all y'all motherfucking do. Y'all don't even care for y'all kids like that.
Don't even care for y'all kids like that, bitch? Do you hear yourself? Bitch, you probably got 5 kids and don't take care of 3 of them. The fuck?
Y'all, most of them fucking kids is in fucking orphanages and shit, and fucking child protective services, or one of them CPS, something like that. Let's be fucking honest. Y'all some weak...
No, let's be fucking honest. Black women are some of the most abusive parents on planet Earth. The most dangerous force. The most danger that black kids face is from their own mothers. Again, I've said this many, many times before. Black women, American black women, are the only group. They are the only group of people on Earth who regularly and willingly put their children in physical danger. This is projection. I don't know what she's talking about here.
Motherfuckers. Y'all bend people over and take they innocence. Y'all the first fucking murderers on the fucking planet. The first ones. Y'all taught everybody how to do all this bullshit. The gay shit, killing shit, all this bullshit. And I know some white little hillbilly raggedy motherfuckers that don't even know how to read or motherfucking spell.
Are you kidding me with this? Raggedy hillbillies? Okay, fine. But most niggas don't know how to read or spell. Hell, they can't even spell shit right.
So what the fuck is y'all talking about? Shut the fuck up. Y'all talk about some words that was made up by the Europeans that consist of Greek and Latin. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Dumb motherfucker.
Yet you are speaking that language. She's speaking that language. Again, dude, this open naked racism. This open naked racism from black people to white people. This is what the nigga community has become. Open naked racism. JP says it's like they're trying to make people racist. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, like, at some point, if people get subjected to this kind of stuff long enough, dude. Let's check out the comments, because that'll be very interesting. Let's see what we got going on with the comments here.
And then white people, y'all stupid ass.
Shut up. Look how smug she is, too. Don't argue, don't rationalize, don't get emotional, just get rid of them. Jesus Christ. Can't fight? Bullshit. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, show me the percentage of white single mothers versus black single mothers. Right. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. All because a black kid was held accountable for what he did. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like, dude, this is crazy. Oh, that's from American History X. That's crazy. Psh. But do you guys see these comments? Do you guys see these comments, man? Like, guys, like, this is how you radicalize people. This is how you radicalize people, man. Oh, she's always sweating profusely. Okay, well, I guess that's not the only one. All right, let's move to the next one.
Killing that white boy.
So here we go. This dude, who appears to be a little zesty, says, "Can we please have a national whoopin' white day?" I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I'm so proud of y'all for killing that white boy. See, they not used to this shit happening to them, y'all. My only problem is it should happen more. This is where I'm fucking up. This is where I got a problem with my people. It should happen more. We should make a day like every Thursday or every Wednesday where we just wake up and fuck up a white girl or a white boy. Just pick a little girl, smack the shit out of her. Little boy, smack the shit out of him. Old lady, white, whatever. We should set up a day once a week where we just fuck them up, y'all, until they go back to the mountains. Yeah, let's set a day where we just fuck them up. Oh, this cuz we wake up, we young.
I'm gonna tell you what, if this happens, there'll be a civil war. If this starts to happen, if this starts to happen, niggas gonna start to die. Niggas gonna start dying. Like, I can't, like guys, I can't, like, this is insane. This is literally insane. This dude said, hey, let's come up with a holiday. Let's come up with a day where we just wake up and fuck somebody up. Just fuck a white person up. Just fuck a white person up. Like, I mean, like, this is, like, guys, again. This is how you radicalize. This is how you radicalize people. This is how you radicalize people. I am your pal with the $5 Rumble rant. Says, I saw a stat on another show today that blew my mind. Black women have a higher per capita murder rate than white men. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Niggas are savages, man. They're just not civilized. People like this do not belong in civilized America. They need to go to Wakandaville. Like we need to, like, seriously. There needs to be there has to be a way to get these people out of here, because this is out of control. This is out of control.
We brush our teeth, we wash our face, and we go outside and we just fuck them up. First. That's how we gotta start getting our day started. Can we please pick a day where we just fuck them white people up? Just beat their ass, especially the old ones. Just beat their ass, the kids. Just beat their ass. Everybody, get in the comments. Let's set up a day where we just fuck. Where's national fuck white people every day? Seriously, we just beat them up. Just walk up to them and beat them. Shit's about to change, whether they know it or not. They talking all this shit online, this racist shit, but the reality, they gonna have to get out here with us in a minute.
Yo, the play stupid games, play stupid prizes. Play stupid games, play stupid prizes. Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear this? This man is willingly and openly daring white people to retaliate. We're gonna fuck white people up, especially the old ones and the kids. Get out there and fuck up old people and fuck up the kids. How many Thursdays do you guys think it'll take? Let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's just say that let's just say that these niggas, every Thursday, decided to just fuck up a white person. Just, how many weeks of this would have to go on before a literal civil war starts? This is how you start a civil war. And a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people say Civil War, they don't really know the meaning. The Civil War means it is a war fought on your own land involving your own people. Okay? Civil War doesn't, it has nothing to do with race. There could be a civil war between white people and white people. Dude, we got civil wars all the time we got civil wars all the time over in Africa. We got black people killing other black people, you know, Sunni and the Shia, right? Sunni and the Shia. How long do you guys how long do you guys think that it would take? Because that is exactly what would happen. That is exactly what would happen. It would literally be a civil war. And if there is a civil war between niggas and let's be clear, I want to be clear. If there is a civil war between niggas and everybody else, and you guys know what I'm talking, I'm not talking about black people versus white people. No. I'm talking about niggas. Okay? Because black people and niggas are two very, very, very different people. I'm talking about niggas and everybody else. Niggas and people who hate niggas. Because, you know, niggas hate people who hate niggas. They know what it is. They know what it is. Max says no more than 4 days. I agree. Yep. Keaton Mom says cowards. Yeah, this is what niggas are. They are cowards. They are cowards. Waylon Jennings says bye-bye. King Life says, this dude will not be long for this world if he does that. No, he will not. No, he will not. No, he will not. Great White Bodyguard says, the deep-seated disdain that is embedded into the minds of black people for white people and men and women in uniforms is not just destroying the black community, but also the world around us. Telling you, man, at some point, something is, I think we are very, very close to something. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's going to be a civil war per se. Something is going to happen, guys. Something is going to happen. White people are not going to allow this open, naked racism forever. They're just not. They're not going to allow people to make them feel unsafe in their own country. They're just not going to do that. Legend said with the $5 super chat says, notice the blacks in these videos are not the respectful ones that contribute to society. They're the stereotypical ones we all can't stand.
Broke ass niggas.
That's who they are. That's who they are. Robert Anderson says it's not the majority that gets the focus, just the loudest ones. Yeah, Rob says, you guys say leave you alone, but you can't leave us alone. Right. Leave us alone. He went under that tent. He was looking for smoke. Like, though, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
And boy, I can't wait the day we beat the fuck out these crackers. They don't stand a chance. I just can't wait to take these hands. Oh, it's about to be soon.
Okay, so niggas would get the jump because they're the ones really at war. But what niggas don't understand, he said, let me go back because he actually said something very poignant here. Just watch.
Today we're national fuck white people. Kids, just beat their ass. Everybody, get in the comments. Let's set up a day where we're national fuck white people every day. Seriously, we just beat them up. Just walk up to them and beat them. Shit about to change whether they know it or not. They talking all this shit online, this racist shit, but the reality...
Shit about to change whether they know it or not. This nigga sitting here talking like he's the majority. This nigga's talking like they're the majority. And that's the thing that... This is the thing that niggas do not this is the thing that... And niggas call themselves the minority. Well, because they are the minority. Black people are the minority. And people, especially niggas, they tend to forget that. They tend to forget that. Most people in this country are not black. Most people in this country are definitely not niggas. Most people in this country are definitely not niggas. So you got niggas against non-niggas. There are a lot more non-niggas than there are niggas. That war would be over that war would be over lickety fucking split. Dude, it'd be over lickety split. It would take 2.5 days at the very most to remedy this country of the scourge that is the American nigga. Incredible. Just fuck white people up there. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, y'all might get the jump on white people. But once they decide to mobilize and retaliate, you niggas don't stand a chance. You niggas will be, dude, you niggas will be outnumbered 20-1. James Hancock with a $5 super chat says, I don't think anything will truly happen until we start losing some of the luxuries and pleasures that are keeping the majority of society sedated. I'm telling you, man, something's coming. Something's coming. Max says it already is a war. I believe it's done purposely. Also, maybe. Yeah, I am very well aware of who Andre Williams is. Andre Williams is the GOAT. Wow.
They're gonna have to get out here with us in a minute.
See, you don't want that. You don't want them to get out there with y'all. They don't no. Yeah, they're gonna get out here with us. You don't want that. Like, you don't want that. Because if white people get out there with y'all, y'all are done. Y'all are done. And it's so funny, niggas, it's so funny. The only reason why niggas think that the reason why they forget they're the majority is because the internet, most of these videos on YouTube or most of these videos on social media is just niggas doing dumb shit. They think it's like this everywhere. Well, hell, all we got to do is immobilize. Man, they will wipe these niggas out in 48 hours. Janelle's with the $10 super chat says they do realize that Africans literally sold other Africans to slavers, right?
Nope.
No, they don't. Or do they think white aristocrats were running down blacks in the plains of Africa and capturing them? LOL, so stupid. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And boy, I can't wait the day we beat the fuck out these crackers. They don't stand a chance. I just can't wait to take these hands. Oh, it's about to be soon. Good job, y'all. I said the day we do that to their kids more. I hope their kids rotting in hell. As a matter of fact, I wish I knew what a little white boy grave was so I can go spit on that bitch. Dig him up, smack him up again, stab him up again, put his ass back in there. That's the day where we just beat their ass, y'all. Let's get him.
This is how you radicalize people. This is how you radicalize people. Yeah, here we go. I accept his terms. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Keep talking this shit. Keep talking this shit. This is, look. He said it doesn't. He's just saying the quiet part out loud. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Everyday liberals have destroyed any reasonable expectation of safety in this country. Man. Mentally deranged. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. And I'm telling you, guys, more people in this country than we realize
I'm so proud of y'all for killing that.
Think just like this guy. Just like this guy. Oh, that's the same one. All right. Oh boy. Now they're calling for segregation. Let's see what this ignorant bitch has to say.
He wouldn't have had no interactions with any white boy because we would have been in an all-black school. The all-white jury that put him up wouldn't have been a thing. We need an all-black jury. But when I say bring back segregation, it's a problem. If we had...
I'm telling you, these niggas, I'm telling you, man, careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. These niggas, I'm telling you, man, they are setting themselves up. They're setting themselves up for extinction, y'all. Like, there's, I mean, at some point, and at some point, niggas, I mean, they're gonna wipe themselves out anyway, right? But this is incredible. This is just open, naked racism. It's just crazy. It's crazy. All right, we're going to take a bit of a turn here, and we are going to watch. We're going to watch the. We're going to watch the interview that Judge John Roach Jr. did, and his thoughts on the Karmelo Anthony trial. Now that the gag order is over. Now that the gag order is over. Sorry about that. People can now speak out. Let me read a few of your comments before we move forward here. Danny Gonzalez says he truly believes he's going to pick on old people and children, and nobody's going to let that happen. But he is such a coward. He wouldn't go up to a white guy because there'll be a gun to his face. Right. And again, niggas are cowards, guys. Niggas are cowards. He didn't say let's fuck up white people. No, fuck up old people and children. This is who they are, guys. This is who they are. When they want to, they only fight one-on-one when it's an old person or a child. That's the only time they fight one-on-one. King Life says, the last thing these niggas want is for there to be an agreement with the Mexicans too, because Mexicans can't stand niggas. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Great White the Bodyguard. I'll just call him the Great White Bodyguard. Says, a black dude approached me the other day saying, quote, I don't mess with these white folks. And another Malcolm X is coming. To do what? We are 12% of the population. White women alone outnumber us 3 times. And if white women are outnumbering us 3-1, well...
Is this a snow bunny situation? Yep.
I would say so. I would say so. Yeah, Cody Reaction says they can't even fight one-on-one. They pussies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Halloween 1800 says they're too dumb. They think all whites also own slaves. Right, and they also think that only white people are the only ones that own slaves. UTD Ghost says, brother, I love watching your show because it makes me so mad. I'm ready to go right now. I'm telling you, man. It's just incredible. It is just incredible. But these niggas do not they don't understand. They don't realize they're the minority, man. Trey Wells says, let's face it, civilization just isn't for everyone. That is exactly right. These people, and I want to make this clear, these people are uncivilized. They're uncivilized. They literally act like animals. Like, we don't call them monkeys and animals for no reason. No, we call them monkeys and animals because that's the way they act. That's the way they act. All right, so let's watch the interview with Judge John Roach Jr. to see if he can give us any insight on the deal here. Here we go.
Your name and how you spell it.
My name is John Roach, JOHNROACH.
Now, I know the answers to that. I know the answer to that question, but I got to ask it for the record.
100%.
You've been on the bench for some time.
Yep, I've been on the bench for about 20 years.
20 years,
Oh, wow.
And this is the end.
In the 6 months, it'll be in the end.
Oh, wow.
Did you want to take on this trial?
I wanted the Collin County Judiciary to take on this trial. It was important to me to have somebody from Collin County preside over this Collin County case. So I didn't ask for it. No one, that's not how it works anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for it, but I was certainly willing to do it because that was my duty.
In your conversations with, my guess it's an administrative judge who goes, I know they go down the list and they say, all right, it's your turn and it's your turn. As they go through all the conflicts of judges that potential conflicts, when they come and say, John, this may be yours, your first reaction is?
I'll take it. Every time. I think it's my job. It's my duty. That's what I was elected to do.
Yeah.
That's the oath that I took, and I'm going to do my job.
No consultation with your family or?
None.
No.
Nope.
And where's that come from?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's the man of the fucking house. That's where it comes from. That's what, dude. That's what, dude. That's where it comes from. No checking in with him. He's like, no. Where's that come from? I'm the fucking man of the house. God damn it. Harold 1620 on the Rumble site says whites are getting ready to pop off in America and blacks are not going to like it. Dude, I'm telling you, something is going to happen. Something is going to happen, man.
Oh, I think it's
something. I don't listen, man. And I don't think I'm being some sort of Nostradamus predicting this. I think that we all inherently know and understand something is going to happen this summer that's going to spark something. Something is going to happen this summer that's going to spark a racial event.
It's just duty. I think duty, whether that's duty in the Marine Corps or just duty to my family and stuff, I take duty really seriously. And I took this job to perform that duty. And if that's what I had to do, that's what I have to do.
Did you fully at the time grasp the enormity of that decision and outside stuff.
Ah, yeah, right. Alan also says, yeah, it was other whites who actually stopped the Klan back in the day. What's going to happen when we stop caring? Ireland is the proof. Yeah, Ireland is not having it over there.
I don't know. I think in some ways I did. I think in other ways I didn't. I certainly knew it was a very, very important case within our community. I didn't think I realized the enormity of the social media and the media during the trial.
How long have you been prepping for this trial?
I've been prepping for this trial with the departments, with the Collin County system, with the sheriff's office and everybody for about 8 months.
Is that the longest you've ever had to prep?
100%.
Wow.
Why?
Logistics. One of the critical pieces
Security,
of this case
too.
where we had minors who were testifying. Prior to me getting the case, we had some of those witnesses doxxed and swatted and revealed on social media. I didn't want that to add to the already traumatic event they've been through, and I didn't want them to change their testimony or be uncooperative with people trying to call them as witness out of fear. And
trust and believe, niggas absolutely tried. Niggas absolutely tried to intimidate witnesses. Phoenix Light Game says, Donovan, oh shit, we've been so focused on the Karmelo Anthony trial. I just realized that Juneteenth is next week. No, I've had Juneteenth on my mind this entire trial. I've had Juneteenth on my mind this entire trial. And by the way, we are going to do another Juneteenth edition of the Hard R podcast on Friday. That's right. Next Friday, there will be no TSR Live. No, next Friday, we are doing the Hard R podcast. Let's get it. Janelle's with the $5 super chat says, is this the result of the CIA introducing crack to the black community back in the 1970s in the welfare system? Blacks weren't always like this. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. But here's the thing, Janelle's. Nobody put a gun to niggas' heads and told them to smoke crack. Nobody put a gun to a nigga's head and told him shoot that gun. Right? Whether or not the CIA put crack in the black community is immaterial. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck what the cause was? The black community is fucked.
So my number one duty at that point in time getting the case was to how do we protect those minors who are critical to this case to come and testify.
I'm sure you've already read and know that one of your fellow judges has already been doxxed and swatted and all the things.
I did know that.
And still no reluctance from wanting to take it on?
None.
Yeah. The decision to not have cameras or any kind of streaming, was that an easy one?
Yes. It was an easy decision. And I'll tell you why.
My
primary goal in any case is to make sure that the defendant and the prosecution gets a fair trial, period. I have seen from other cases around the country where cameras in the courtroom changed the way that the judge acted, the lawyers acted, some of the witnesses acted, and we're not going to have that here.
That's a very good point. Because if you televise the event, people are going to have access to those witnesses as well.
We were going to really isolate the purpose for which we were here for, which is to have that fair trial. And cameras in the courtroom did not enter into that equation at all. How
much grief did you get from people around you about that decision?
I don't know. I don't listen to it.
Yo, Judge John Roach is a fucking gangster. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all.
I just flat don't listen to what's going on the outside.
Very
I
good.
What I think is right, no matter what decision that is. And I sleep well at night knowing if I follow the law, then everything works out like it's supposed to. And so
this dude is a motherfucking G.
From the outside, I really isolated myself from that in this case and in all cases, and just do my job, do the best I can, following the law.
How do you think we're talking with the attorneys, other attorneys outside of this. How do you think they describe you?
Strict, no nonsense, fair.
Yeah, Howland 1620 says they swatted Austin's dad multiple times and then they wonder why he might be racist now. No. There is no might. Jeff Metcalf is absolutely a racist. He is absolutely a racist. Like, let's not get that twisted. He didn't used to be, but he is now. Nate Rouge says, is this reporter trying to intimidate this judge? No. I think the reporter is asking him questions that he thinks that we all want to hear. Did you consult with your family? Were you, did you have any hesitation? I think the reporter is asking him questions to sort of reveal his character. I don't think he's trying to intimidate the judge.
And that, to me, is the most important part. I know for a fact when I make a decision here, people are unhappy. What I hope is when they walk out the door that they think they got a fair trial or a fair hearing or fair something. And if they do that, no matter what they think about me personally, then I've succeeded.
And see, what Judge John Roach doesn't realize is that niggas don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth. They know he got a fair trial. And it's funny because as soon as we all found out that there were no black jurors on the jury, well, hell, dude, the nigga community, they already had their escape card. Well, we're gonna appeal. There's no black jurors on the jury. We got this in the bag. No, for niggas to acknowledge that there was a fair trial, they would have to acknowledge the truth. And because we know that niggas don't want to acknowledge the truth, they're not going to think it was a fair trial.
And you're okay with any of those characterizations?
You don't give a damn.
I think they're fair.
Yeah. I hate to have to ask about stuff that emerges on social media, but I have to ask it. And I know you don't know of any of it because you're not on social medias.
I'm on it. I mean, I'm an elected official, so I have a Facebook page.
Garrett says, how is Jeff a racist? Dude. And by the way, Jeff Metcalf is a racist, and I 100% support his racism. Garrett. Jeff Metcalf didn't used to be a racist, but if you were in here yesterday, Garrett, we came up with something called an involuntary racist. An involuntary racist is a non-black person, okay, who experiences open, naked racism from the nigga community and ends up being racist against niggas. Not racist against black people, racist against niggas. Because I love black people. I absolutely love black people. But like Chris Rock said, I hate niggas. A lot of people like to call me racist, right? Yes, I am racist. I am racist against niggas. I hate them niggas. Abso-fucking-lutely. I absolutely hate niggas. Hate niggas. And just like Chris Rock says, these niggas have got to go. These niggas have got to go. Jack Smith says, and how would you define the N-word? That's a good question. Before today, I probably could not have answered that question, Jack Smith, but here's how I would define the N-word. Here's how I would define the N-word in America. If you tell everyone, if you are a black person who thinks that Carmelo Anthony should be a free man today, you are a nigga. That's my definition. Everything else just falls into place. I could talk about the way they look, they dress, but niggas come in all shapes and sizes. There are educated niggas, there are dumb niggas, there are ghetto niggas. Jasmine Crockett, she's a nigga. She's educated, she is absolutely a nigga. That's the difference. Niggas are, Niggas are black people who are racist against white people. Let's just go ahead and call it that. Let's go ahead and call it that. Niggas are black people who are racist against white people. Let's just call it that. Let's call it that.
And stuff. Do I look at it? Do I monitor it? Do I let it impact me?
Garrett says, so I guess I'm racist too, but would call it biased. No, we don't pull punches here, Garrett. No, nah, bruh. No, you ain't, listen, Garrett, listen, dude, you ain't got to do that in here, bruh. You don't have to do that in here, man. I ain't gonna get on you. No, listen, I am racist against niggas. Not against black people, against niggas. Abso-fucking-lutely. You're not biased against niggas, you are racist against niggas. And I support that. Absolutely support that.
None. Not at all.
So I have to ask.
Yeah, Chevy ART-15 says Crockett is playing a role. That is absolutely true. That I agree with.
Do you have a personal relationship with the Metcalfs?
I wouldn't know Mr. Metcalf prior to this trial if he walked up to me and said hello.
There you go. Oh, see, now this is the reason. Oh, this is it, guys. This is the reason for this interview. This is the reason for this interview. The reason for this interview is for Judge John Roach to clear up the air. No, he didn't know Jeff Metcalf before the trial. That's what this is. Hound1620 says the difference between white people and blacks is that the whites shame their trash away and won't defend them. Trailer trash isn't meant for civilized society. Right. And I wouldn't even call them blacks because I am black. I just call them niggas. That's what they are, yo. Just niggas. The difference between white people and niggas is that white people shame their trash away. Yeah, niggas are the only group of people. American niggas are the only group of people who defend the worst of their kind. They exalt King Von, right? But then they talk shit about Robert Smith, who paid everybody's student loans off, but they didn't want it because he was married to a white woman. Michelle8190 with the $10 super chat says, I grew up in a poor deep south. Race wasn't a big deal. We were all poor. All parents worked in the same factories. The racial tension is just crazy to me. I did not grow up where race really mattered. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. And you know what's interesting? There are white people and black people in the deep south that have a profound, genuine love for one another. I've seen it. You guys all know. I from the time I was 16, I lived in North Carolina for the better part of 20 years. In and out. And I saw many, 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 many white people and black people who genuinely loved each other. Genuine love for each other. And what a lot of those people have in common is that they worked together. And when you work together, you know who someone is. You often listen, when you work with someone, a lot of times you spend more time with your coworkers than your own family. Right? You spend more time with your coworkers than your own family. So let's just say a white person was racist. They end up working with a black dude for 10 years. They end up becoming best friends because he's like, oh, okay, well, not all black people are like this. That's how it goes.
I don't know the Metcalfs.
Let me just rewind that just so he can just so he can. Damn it! I hate when it does that.
I sympathize with the Met.
Any of it, because you're not on social medias.
I'm on it. I mean, I'm an elected official, so I have a Facebook page and stuff. Do I look at it? Do I monitor it? Do I let it impact me? None. Not at all.
So I have to ask, do you have a personal relationship with the Metcalfs?
I wouldn't know Mr. Metcalf prior to this trial if he walked up to me and said hello.
There you go. There you go. So everybody's spewing this bullshit. The Metcalf, Judge John Roach knew the Metcalfs. They were in on it the whole time. They were at the Christmas party. They were buddy. They knew each other. Blah, 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 blah. Categorically false. Another straight up bullshit lie that niggas made up to give themselves a reason, an excuse to disagree with the verdict.
I don't know the Metcalfs. I sympathize with the Metcalfs and what they've been through and all, but I don't know them personally. Never have.
So these AI images emerging of you and them at a party or drinking together, all
Never
of
happened.
that.
And that's the problem with social media, isn't it? You can't tell what's true and what's not true.
Actually, Your Honor, we knew the pictures were AI. We knew the pictures were AI. But, of course, niggas, because they're stupid, most niggas believed it.
I will tell you, I got some reports of some things that were coming out of this courtroom, and I wondered to myself, were they even in the same courtroom that I was?
There you go. Now he's talking about the black people. Ooh, dude. This is a goated interview. I'm glad, dude. Now I understand why John Roach is doing this. Now I understand why Judge Roach is doing this. He is here to dispel all the myths. I don't know the Metcalfs. Those are AI images. People who were in the courtroom were giving interviews talking about what they saw in the courtroom. Those were lies, right? There are a lot of black people who got into the courtroom, and then they will come out and do these interviews. Yeah, we saw the video, and they had Austin Metcalf had him in a headlock, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Crazy.
You can't tell what's true and what's not true. I will tell you, I got some reports of some things that were coming out of this courtroom, and I wondered to myself, were they even in the same courtroom that I was? It's that bad, and I think that's tragic, because I think really if you just listen to the case based upon the facts, you'd understand it so much better.
Do you think it reinforced your decision to not have cameras or streaming inside this?
Sort of.
Of course.
I will tell you this. Sometimes I think maybe I should have at least the audio streamed or something so people could hear it. But at the end of the day, I don't think, no matter what, people are going to distort whatever happens or whatever they hear into their own agenda. And so what's the point? And again, that noise affects people, affects the fairness of the trial, the safety of the witnesses, the safety of the jury. And those are my primary concerns, not what social media says. And it's not my duty. I don't think it's my job to feed social media or the media stuff. I certainly understand the role that media plays in a case like this,
This guy
but I'm not
is-
here to feed it. And I took that very, very seriously.
This guy is as direct as they come, man. This guy is as direct as they come. Team USA is about to kick things off here.
But Judge, when people don't have access to the trial or the courtroom, doesn't it invite speculation?
Well, sort of, but I got 70 seats in my courtroom, and I had 200 requests by the media to sit in the courtroom.
Oh, God.
So let's say if I just entertain the press, then I have nobody from the public watching what's going on in their county.
Right.
And so I had to do a balance between the media's right to know and to be able to report what's going on, because I think that's extraordinarily important. I think it's important that the general public had access to the courtroom and to see what was going on. And so I tried to balance all those things with the primary, again, purpose of having a...
This guy is, one thing about one thing about judges that I've noticed, something that every judge has in common, they are all extraordinarily pragmatic. Like, they're all extraordinarily pragmatic.
fair trial, and I think I struck that balance pretty well.
But the media's right to know is the public's right to know. I mean, is the public's access. We are the extension of that public.
Yes, the extension, yes, but there's a difference.
I think somebody from the public who wanted to come watch a trial and know that they were excluded from the trial because all the media was there, I beg to differ.
Damn! Holy moly, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, the reporters bitching and moaning, you didn't let enough reporters in. John Roach was like, look, man, we can't be turning people away because of y'all. Fuck out of here.
Do you think there was a possibility for a learning experience? I mean, people do not know about how trial works. Do you think that this may have been an opportunity for people to know how it truly works, and that kind of erases some of the negative notions of court and trial?
I'm doing
and
this
justice.
interview with you to make sure that people understand how the system works. And if they really wanted to, and I mean this seriously, if they wanted to, they could have stood in line with everybody else and had the 27 to 32 public seats that we had in this courtroom that we rotated every day.
There you go.
So was that important to them? They could have made it in here.
How did you plan for some of the outside noise?
Oh my God.
Well, we were certainly playing with the Sheriff's Office and the McKinney Police Department and the Allen
Yeah, SLV says, fuck the media, they distort everything anyway, right?
Police Department and the Frisco Police Department. So those were talks that we're having 8 months before the trial to ensure the safety of the people out in the parking lots. They certainly had a right to demonstrate.
Trell says, Africa has free soda, candy, hot chips, and Little Debbie's. Uh-oh. Little Debbie's? Look, man, like, I love America. Please believe. But free Little Debbie's? I don't know. I might risk it all for that.
And I think we struck a very, very good balance that allowed them to do that, at the same time maintaining safety of everybody involved.
Did it affect your day-to-day decisions?
It didn't. Actually, I didn't. I came in from a different...
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what. Dude, John Roach looks like he is well-rested. Judge John Roach slept like a baby. He ain't got... Like, this dude ain't got no... This dude is singing Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. This dude is... It's giving Hakuna Matata. Danny Gonzalez with the $20 super chat says, great judge. We all know this appeal ain't going nowhere. Karmelo already said he's penniless and can't afford it. No, he cannot. No, he cannot. Yeah, Phoenix Light Game says, you want to know how a trial works, watch a few of them or read a book. Right, exactly. The only reason why niggas wanted to go to that trial is to disrupt it. That's it. That's it.
An entrance from the courthouse. I didn't come in through the front. I couldn't hear any noise at all from my office. The jurors were not facing the parking lot, so they didn't see anything or hear anything. And I think we did a marvelous job in isolating them and having them concentrate just on what was going on in this courtroom, which was my instruction from the very, very beginning.
What made this trial different?
I think it started off bad. And it started off bad with the doxing and the swatting of the judge and the parties, the witnesses, and all that stuff.
And the people who, and it was all niggas. White people weren't doxing judges. White people weren't doing all of that. It was all niggas. Not black people, niggas.
Well, I think it started off bad, and I'm going to attribute that to social media.
Yep. I'm going to attribute that to these people right here. Straight up.
I think social media got it wrong, and it is what it is. I think that's something we have to live with these days. But I think it's my responsibility and other judges' responsibility to make sure, no matter what's going on in social media, that someone can walk in a courthouse and get a fair trial.
Did it make it very different when you realized a lot of your witnesses are young witnesses?
Ooh, yes.
No, look, I've been doing this for 20 years. A lot of the witnesses come in all shapes and sizes and colors and all that. And
the Great White Bodyguard with the $2 super chat. Appreciate that very much.
So that was normal for me. What wasn't normal for me is to have those witnesses.
Helm1620 says, LOL, you can have the little Debbies. I like having consistent power and running water. Okay, fair enough. You got me on that one.
Be intimidated by things being said on social media, because those young people rely on social media more than I certainly do.
Yeah.
And so that sure impacted me to make sure that they did not change their testimony. They were willing to come in and tell the truth.
Good.
Without fear of being doxxed or swatted and stuff. And so I took every precaution that I could, consistent with the law, to make that happen.
Steve brought it up to you, and I know that both sides probably brought it up as well. The AI images of people claiming to be inside this courtroom.
Yeah, that ticked me off a little bit.
Wow. AI images of people pretending to be in the courtroom? Are you serious? Dude, these niggas, niggas are out of control. Niggas are out of control. Dude, lie after lie after lie. What the fuck? Incredible. Insane, man.
AI images of people claiming to be inside this courtroom.
Yeah, that ticked me off a little bit, because if you're going to call yourself the press, and people are going to depend on you to tell them what's going on in this courtroom,
you can't
they should be telling
lying.
the truth.
Yeah.
And so Mr. Stoller, my public information officer, brought it to my attention that some news outlets were posting photos saying from inside the courtroom. And it wasn't my courtroom, it wasn't the witness, it wasn't their testimony, and that's tragic. Because, again, that just breeds the narrative that these people want to cultivate in our community to drive a wedge between us.
Yep.
And I think that's terrible.
The Great White Bodyguard says, Donovan, I think an involuntary racist is any person of any race affected by the callous, criminal, and cruel actions of a bigot. I like the term. I just humbly suggest that we broaden the... Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, listen. Yeah, listen. Black people can be involuntary racists, right? I mean, listen, a black person can be an involuntary racist of white people. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, if he runs, if all of his interactions with rednecks are just bad, yeah, that could make him involuntary racist. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Since we're on the topic of image, can we talk about some of the drawings of you during the sketch art?
Absolutely.
What do you think? What do you think?
My wife would show me a drawing every once in a while of a court case going on. I couldn't figure out who the judge was. That's all I'm serious. The sketch artist was awesome. She was very sweet. She was here every day, putting her life's work into those images. Because we didn't have cameras in the courtroom, that's the only visual that anybody got. She did a marvelous job. I think I'm more handsome than what she portrayed.
There you go.
Overall, but I'll let everybody else figure that out.
Did the jury get it right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
You know why? Because they were picked based upon the law. They listened to the facts. They happened here in this very courtroom, and they got a verdict. And so that's the process. And whatever they say, they get it right.
There's going to be a lot of scrutiny over voir dire. And you excused.
Voir dire, okay, voir dire is jury selection, okay? Voir dire is jury selection. That's what that means.
There's going to be a lot of scrutiny over voir dire. And you excused, you denied the defense.
Legend said with the $5 super chat says, imagine if blacks raised $700,000 to improve their community instead of funding a murderer. Their anger, passion, and priorities are misdirected. I'm trying to tell you. Man.
And the dismissing of 3 jurors who at least identified as African American on their bioforms. What did you make of that moment?
Well, that's not exactly how it works. The defense didn't dismiss them.
I'm sorry, the defense raised an objection.
They raised an objection, yeah. They raised an objection. Like I told you before, as long as I follow the law, I sleep well at night. And I'm telling you, I follow the law in that case. Did I know what the perception was going to be?
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
I knew in the back of my mind what the perception was going to be. But I'm not here to satisfy perceptions. I'm not here to satisfy agendas.
You're here to find out the truth.
I'm not here to do any of those things. I'm here to follow the law. And I did it to a T. And I'm proud of that.
Yo, there it is. This is why Karmelo Anthony is not going to get his appeal, dude. He's not going to get his appeal. All these people think there were no black jurors. We're going to win. No. This man is a judge. He says, look, I followed the law to a T. To a T. The defense has nothing. Carmelo's done. He's going to be in prison. He's going to serve every minute of 17 and a half years.
Proud of that.
Is this your last big trial?
It's my last big trial.
Yeah, it's one. He's
the sad
retiring.
Part about it is, I will tell you before I leave at the end of the year, I'll try a couple more murder cases, for example. The parking lot won't be full. The gallery won't be full of people watching the case. But we still have somebody who's died and someone accused of doing the killing. And it won't draw the attention that this case did. And their death is no less tragic than the tragic death of the young man in this case. And so, big trial, I guess, from an outsider's perspective, and the social media and the media interest in the case. But crime still happens in Collin County, and every single person deserves to have as fair of a trial that Karmelo Anthony had.
Good.
What's your take on Karmelo Anthony?
I don't know.
Ooh, good question.
I really don't know.
You've had a lot of defendants in your courtroom.
I have had a lot of defendants in my courtroom, and I talked to Mr. Anthony a couple times because I'm legally required to go over some things with him. He seems like a nice young man who committed a crime.
Yep.
And he understands today, more than any day before today, the consequences of committing a crime like he did.
Yep.
Last question.
Yes, sir.
The future of the justice system. What do you think about it when you realize you have all these social media influencers and citizen journalists?
Man. I don't know. I hope that the judges that hear cases, period. I was about to say high-profile cases, but that's not it. It's just any case. Realizes.
Ollie the Great says Karmelo may end up doing all 35. He might. I'm gonna tell you what. If niggas keep acting up, he might. He might serve every minute of that 35 years.
The importance of their job, and their job is to be fair to the state and to the defendant, and to protect the people that come before them and make just and right decisions based upon the law. And if we can do that, that's great. The influence of social media, I think, is going to continue to impact our communities everywhere. And I hope that we can rely upon our justice system to weed through the noise and find justice for everybody who comes through our doors.
This is a personal question I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
Do you understand why the legitimate media had to be a pain in your ass?
Legitimate media.
That's funny.
There's this guy named Jobin, who I think was probably the worst of all of them. And no, I didn't understand how he could be that way. Look, I absolutely understand the media's role in all this. I mean, it's the First Amendment for a reason. It is absolutely the First Amendment for a reason. But at the same time, a defendant has a right to a fair trial, and the prosecution has a right to a fair trial. That's also in the Constitution.
Yeah.
And so you just have to balance all those interests. And I'll honestly say, I think I balanced it well. And I know I made people mad, but I'm not here to make them happy either. I hope that the
USA versus Paraguay is kicking off right now.
Caps think that their son got a fair trial in this courtroom, as do I hope that the Anthony family thinks their son got a fair trial in this courtroom.
No, they don't. No. The Anthony family knows their son got a fair trial. They just didn't like the outcome. That's the only reason why everybody's bitching about, he didn't get a fair trial. No, it was a fair trial, just didn't like the outcome.
Courtroom, I certainly think he did.
Did you feel the pressure of the other courts not being able to operate too?
So, of course, they're independent elected officials. They can operate if they want to.
Yeah, and some of them have.
They have.
Virtually.
They have. We were trying to cut down on the sheriff's duty to transporting back and forth and stuff. And so I asked them if they could modify the way they are operating in court. They could go to Zoom like we did for a long time. They could, pick days that we weren't here, like on that first Tuesday. But it's up to them. It helped a lot that they cooperated. And by the way, that's one of the messages that I don't think I've been saying enough, is what we did here was a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
I've never seen a case.
Do you want that on the record?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were on.
Dude, it was a well-oiled machine because, that trial went by a lickety-split. Like, that dude, I mean... Yeah, that trial went on. That trial was, it was here and gone.
Okay. The case that we tried here in Collin County was a well-oiled machine. I mean, Collin County...
Jay Blaze with the $5 super chat says the only way Karmelo gets put in 18 years, he needs to write and meet with the Metcalfs and ask for forgiveness and show up and show them he wants to repent. I agree.
County, it should be the model for high-profile cases from here on out. And that's because we started 8 months ago, and I met with anybody from facilities to IT to the audiovisual people to the sheriff's office. We constantly came together and met to make sure that Collin County was going to be a focus for a minute. And we wanted to make sure that everybody understood that, number one, don't come around and mess with Collin County.
Damn right.
And because we're here for a job, that job is to make sure that everybody gets a fair trial and everybody's safe. And we wanted to go seamlessly. And one thing that does worry me a little bit is people go, oh, this was a 5-day case with the evidence. 5-day case, it must have been cut and dry. I don't know if that's true or not. It was 5 days because I wasn't wasting anybody's time. Our community needed to heal quickly. They needed this case over one way or another, but the case had to be fair first. But we accomplished that, but it was a gargantuan effort by every single person involved in Collin County and outside Collin County. And so we're very, very proud of our county, all of our employees, all of our elected officials, all of our judges, everybody in getting this case tried quickly because our community needed it to heal.
Thank you, Judge, for talking with us.
Sure.
Your name and...
Well, there you have it. Hound1620 says they really just need to make the video evidence public to end all the niggadom. Yeah. Yep. I think they do too, man. I think they do too. All right, guys. Look, I think I'm gonna leave it there for tonight. It's been a great show. It's been a really, really good show. We might go over the Jeff Metcalf thing. I want to go downstairs. I still need to water my flowers, but I want to watch. The World Cup game, USA versus Paraguay. It is. It's now underway. They're in the 4th minute of the first half, and my voice is a little tired, to be honest with you. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.